to the channel. Today we've got another unboxing. Well, we've got a couple boxes to unbox. It is from the same company, but it's detailing season. Detailing season is now underway. We'll kind of start by showing you who it's from. It is from a company called Ammo, or Ammo NYC, which is one of my favorite new detailing companies. The owner, he's pretty cool. I've emailed him back and forth on a couple different things already. And essentially, I was like, you know what? It's time to get away from chemical guys a little bit and see what else is out there. And so that's what we're going to be doing over the next few months or so, is testing out these products. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with this box, because the other one needs something that's inside of here to be used properly. All right, so we got some paper. All right, so of course we've got some new microfiber towels. So we'll just set those off to the side right there. We've got the list of everything I ordered. We've got a new interior detail brush, which I think is pretty nifty. You could probably use this as a paintbrush as well if you really wanted to, but that's not what I'm going to be using it for. And then we've got a bunch of these little small boxes on the inside, which are for interior, exterior, and wheels. And then we've got an extra spray trigger, or spray nozzle. I guess a trigger and a nozzle built in there, so that's nice. And then finally we've got a couple more things in here, which I know you can't see me undo, but we'll get to these here in just a second, so I'll just set those off to the side. What should we start with? Alright, so we're going to start with the wheel regimen kit, because that should be one of the first things that you are cleaning on your car. In a quick format, if you don't clean your wheels first, then there's the possibility of you getting all the dirt that was on your wheels back onto the paint after you've already cleaned it. So you're just essentially just making more work for yourself. Then we've also got an extra trigger in here. And then we've got our Plum wheel cleaner, Brute wheel soap, and finally our mud tire gel. So yeah, Brute, Plum, Mud. Pretty nifty names. I like the names of everything that Ammo comes out with. If you're usually pretty good about your washing regimen, or like washing your car, you know, every week or so, then you'll probably only be needing the Brute wheel soap and the mud tire gel. So essentially what Plum is for anything that you need extra straight cleaning on for your wheels. Other than that, these are probably going to be my two main ones. But when we get into the actual videos of testing out all these products, I will be using this Plum wheel cleaner in order to see how well it does. Next up, we've got our paint regimen kit, or just like your exterior regimen kit. And this has oh no, there we go. I hate when tape gets wrapped around my finger. So this comes with 4 separate products. Again, nice little trigger. That's nice that you get all those. Oh, and another one. I'll take it. All right, so in here, we've got Skin, Hydrate, Foam Paint Cleanser, and finally, Spit. So one cool thing is, normally like on bottles like this, you just have like a small like cap sealer deal on the top of this, but this is a full-on like little plastic piece that sticks in there, so that way it doesn't spill everywhere. So that's pretty cool. And since I just talked about that little cap, it seems to be only on the ones with these little flip tops. Otherwise you just get your normal like foil seal on the top of those. So yeah, so foam is basically your car wash formula. So we'll be using this inside of the foam cannon and see how well it does. And then next we've got Hydrate, which is a paint moisturizer. So essentially what this is, whatever you're drying, you're gonna wanna spray down and This basically gives a nice lubrication and also helps moisturize the paint as you're drying. And one of the reasons you want to use something like this during the drying process is because it is one of the most crucial points to not induce scratching. So I've done it before and it's like, oh no, I've got to fix what I've just already fixed. But anyways, yeah, basically to help alleviate any extra scratching that can be caused during the drying process. The next up we have Skin, which is essentially just a UV inhibitor that creates basically a shell on top of the paint in order to help protect it from harmful UV rays. Then lastly, in the exterior or paint regimen kit, we've got Spit, which is also a UV inhibitor, but this is essentially just a spray wax. So in between your weekly washes, you can use this if you're getting some contaminants, light contaminants on your vehicle. And that's gonna wrap up the paint regimen kit. On to the next one. So last week, oh no. Lastly, we have the interior regimen. All right, so in here, again, got your nice little nozzle for some of your stuff. A second. Oh, I really enjoy getting those. Those are nice. So we've got Lather, which is an interior cleanser. We've got Mousse, which is an interior moisturizer. And finally, we've got Shag, which is a fabric cleaner. So yeah, Lather, pretty self-explanatory. It's an interior cleanser, so use this on anything that's not fabric. If you have fabric and you want to clean it, that's where Shag comes in. It's a fabric cleaner. So again, I love the names of all these. And then finally we have Mousse, which is an interior conditioner, but really it's just leather conditioner. Again, not too much to talk about with these, like pretty self-explanatory. The next product over that I've got covered up right now is probably one of my favorite ones that I have been wanting to try, which is Frothy. So hoseless lift wash. So essentially, if you don't have access to water, this is basically a waterless wash. And an entire bottle of this will last you between like 25 to 30 washes, depending on how you dilute it. Because on the bottle, it states essentially you can add 1 ounce of Frothy to 20 ounces of water, but 25 to 30 vehicles, which is the claim on AMO's website, is more than the 1 ounce per vehicle. So this is 16 ounces. So if you do the dilution that's on here, yeah, you're gonna be looking roughly at 16 washes. And then finally, the last product that we have before we get to the last big product, which will be in conjunction with one of these products. If you think that you know which product is going to be used in whatever is in this giant box, leave it in the comments below and you'll see if you were right or not here in just a few minutes. But yeah, so last cleaning product, if you will, is Reboot, which is essentially a hydrophobic property formula that's meant to be used in conjunction with Skin. And then you want to use this about every 2 to 3 months, so that way you can get some good proper sheeting of water off of your car. All right, so it's time. Let's get this box. I am super excited about this. Yeah, pretty big box for a relatively large product. Oh my gosh, I'm just banging things left and right now. All right, so let's get that out of the way. So what is this? I'll tell you what it is. So this is AMO's Pro Foamer. All right, and you got your nice little AMO logo on the side. So what does this do? Well, it's time to unveil the product that you will want to use with this thing, which is Frothy. So essentially this thing holds 2.5 gallons. It's a pump sprayer, but you can also hook it up to an air compressor and compress it. And then you have a pressure gauge right here, right? Let me flip that over. So pressure gauge, nozzle to fill, or you can pump it up. And let's see if this gives us a pressure reading using this. So yeah, if you're gonna do this by hand, it's gonna take you a long while. After, you know, a few pumps, well, it's barely moved, but it's fun. And then you've got your little tip right here that doesn't come off. So it looks like a cap, but there's actually a small little hole on the inside of the slit. And then you'll just, whoa, okay. See? Oh. Oh, yes. Oh. Anyways, pretty cool. And then you've got a nice little lock feature right there. So that way something like that doesn't happen to you and when you're not expecting it. And then I believe this is going to be a bleed valve. And it is. So pretty cool. So why choose something like this? So you've got this 2.5 gallon tank, right? You've got your 16 ounces of frothy. If you fill this up with water, dump this bottle in, you can get roughly 20 to 22 washes per AMO's website. So we'll just say around 20 washes with just this by itself. So if you're into mobile detailing, you know, you've got a couple different options to pressurize this as opposed to bringing along like a pressure washer and a foam cannon. So this kind of simplifies a lot of things. What I would do is I would probably pressurize this up prior to going to the job site and then just using the hand pump once I get there. Now, if you have access to an air compressor while you're on the job, that's even better because you can just hook it back up there and, you know, be good to go in just a little bit, as opposed to getting your tricep workout in for the day and just pumping this thing for days. But again, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at this here in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Which, by the way, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel and you're watching it and you want to see this, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that way you know when the review on this and the testing of this comes out. But anyways, guys, that's going to take care of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you've used any of these products before, let me know how your experience was with them, how well they worked for you, and leave that in the comment section below. And other than that, like, I can't wait to get my hands on these, start testing these out, see how well they work. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.